Welcome to the University of the Pacific's Overview of Sakai series. In this module, we will be focusing on using Sakai as My Workspace. We will be looking at these various areas: layout and navigation, calendar and resources, creating a profile, course management and memberships, managing notifications, and starting a new course.
When you log into Sakai, you will first go to My Workspace. From this page, you can link to all of your classes, view announcements from all of your classes, create updates to your profile, and create new classes.
When navigating My Workspace, you may access your courses from the quick links across the top of the page. To access a complete list of the sites that you are subscribed to, either as an instructor or as a participant, click on the orange My Sites button in the upper right-hand side, and the list will expand. Click it again to hide the list from view. On the left side of the page, you have access to a variety of tools. Calendar and announcements pull events and announcements from all the courses you're involved into one area. The resources allow you to upload materials that can be organized and made available to one or more of your courses. We will discuss the calendar and resources in more detail in just a bit. Next is University News, which provides an RSS feed to the news and events of the university. University Web opens the university homepage within this instance of Sakai. Profile is where you can add information about yourself as well as upload pictures or avatars of yourself. This information can then be accessed from your class. For instance, in the Discussion and Forums tool, if you have a picture loaded there, your students will be able to see your picture next to the posts that you make. Memberships give you a more detailed list of all the courses that you're enrolled in. Unlike the My Sites link above, this provides descriptions of the sites, not just the titles. Also, by clicking Joinable Sites, you can self-enroll into any Sakai course that the university has that is open for self-enrollment. Preferences allows you to manage your sites and lets you set some of your personal preferences, which we will cover in just a bit. Site Setup is where you'll go to create a new site for your class. It is important to note that every user, regardless of their role, has a My Workspace that is unique to them and their sites. Students have access to many of the same tools as the instructor, with the exception of creating a site in Site Setup. This is important to understand because many of the tools that you have in your site, like the assignment and test and quizzes tool, you have the option to post dates to the course calendar. If you do, then the students will have access to that information through their consolidated calendar in My Workspace. Also, this is where you would tell your students to go if you'd like them to fill out their profile and add a picture so that their picture profile shows up in the roster or discussion forums tool.
The calendar collects all of the calendar events from all classes that you're enrolled in, either as an instructor or a participant, and allows you to quickly see any upcoming assignments or due dates. If you click the calendar link to the left, the calendar will expand in the center of your screen, giving you more detail. Clicking again on the link will give you more details about that particular event. Click back to calendar to see the entire calendar. You can choose to see the calendar by week, by day, by month, or by year. Click back to Home to see the front page, and under Calendar in the center of the page, if you click Options, you also have the ability to sort your event types by priority. Deadline and exams are high priority, web assignments as medium priority, and everything else is low. Feel free to change these by using the Move Up or Move Down button, and then click Update, and your preferences will be saved. Resources is a place where you can see digital assets that are being used by your classes. Anything that's loaded here will be available to all of your Sakai sites. To upload content such as video, audio, or documents, click Add. You are then given a choice to upload files, create folders, add web links, add citation lists, as well as create HTML page or text documents. Although you can add files here, you can also add files from other pages in the site, and with the exception of a profile picture, they will all upload here automatically. To add a picture, click Add, Upload Files, choose a file from a directory, in this case a picture of myself, and click Open. On the display name, you can choose to leave the default name or add your own text, and click Upload Files now. If you select the file that you just uploaded, you'll have the option to edit details. Here you can change the name of your picture or your file, add a description, change the copyright status, determine whether or not only members of this site can see it or if it's going to be publicly viewable, as well as other optional properties. In this case, we'll leave them all blank, but you can come back and add an alternate title, publisher, subject keywords, and so on. Once you're satisfied, click Update, and the information will be saved. Next, let's add 2 pictures to the profile. The profile is a page that contains your contact information. To customize your profile, click on Profile. Here you can see that I've already added some information. Click Edit My Profile, and here you can be as detailed as you'd like to be. The only requirement is a first and a last name. In this case, I have included my title, department, and location. To add a picture, I will click Choose a New File. I have a picture that I took earlier and saved on my computer. I'll select it and click Open. Select Upload New Picture. Don't forget this step. If you do, your picture will not load. Another method of adding a picture is to use the resource. To give you an example of that, the profile allows you to add additional information on your profile. In this case, I would like to add a graphic to my profile page that I've already uploaded into the resources earlier this lesson. In the text editor, I will now click the image icon, click the Browse Server button, and you'll notice that the image that I uploaded earlier in the resource folder is now present. Before I click OK, a few notes. Alternative text is a good idea as this is the text that can be read by software that aids with visually impaired students. Sometimes, if you are using an image that is too big, you can also adjust the height and the width as well. And click Save. Here is my completed profile. Membership is a fast way to see all the active sites that you are enrolled in. If you have sites that you are no longer using, you can hide them by going up to Preferences, which then lists all of your active sites. To hide one class, click it, and click the Remove Selected arrow. If you want to select multiple sites, Shift-click to select an entire group of classes, and then click the single arrow, which then moves only those courses selected. To hide all sites, click the double arrow for Remove All, and now all of my sites are hidden. Or to bring them all back, double arrow back, which brings all of my sites back. Another useful feature in this section is the Notifications button. Here I can set up my site so that Sakai will email me under certain conditions. In this case, I have it set up to send me any announcement, changes in resources, changes in syllabus, and notifications regarding email sent to any of my sites. For each of these categories, I can choose that an email be sent at the time of the change, or a summary email once a day summarizing all of the low priority announcements, or I can specify that no email is sent. Please note, however, that you will still receive any high priority messages.
Finally, to create a new course, go to Site Setup, click New Course, and here you'll select the course site. In this case it defaults to Law, so you select the division that you are a part of. You can choose to use a template or start from scratch. In this case I'll start from scratch, and I click Continue. And at this point it will show you all the courses that you're currently enrolled in as an instructor. Select your course, click Continue. You can add or keep your site title, as well as add a description of your course. Click Continue. In the Course Site tools, you'll have the ability to turn on and off all of the tools within the Sakai framework. Other modules will go over specific tools, and there's quite a variety, but among some of the most important are announcements, assignments, calendar, discussion forums, Illuminate Live, the gradebook, lessons, resources, site statistics, syllabus, and tests and quizzes. There are many others, but these are some of the few that you can get started with. For your first class, you may not want to even use all of these tools. You can supplement your course quite nicely with nothing more than the resources and syllabus tool. Another choice you have is whether you want to reuse materials from other sites that you own. It defaults to no, but you can also select other courses to import information and data from other courses. Click Continue, and you'll give the site access options of publishing the site or allowing it to be joined by other authorized people. For the most part, once your site is published, students who are enrolled in the course will have access to it. If courses have not started yet, or you're working on materials and you don't want students to have access to it, make sure that the Publish Site option is unchecked. Click Continue. On the Confirm page, it will ask you to confirm the choices that you've made, and you click Create Site. Once your site is finished and ready for students, you can publish the site by going to the site itself, clicking on Site Editor, Manage Access, and there you can publish the site. Click Update, and your site is now available to students.